Coming up on the show, the real reason for Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle's backstage altercation at the Royal Rumble, and Edge has not only returned to the ring, but he's apparently signed a new deal with WWE.
Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am El Fakador Laurie Blake. And well, wasn't the Royal Rumble good this year? I mean, we got Edge returning, got that three-way beef-off between Brock, Braun and Keith Lee. Obviously a beef roast is really good on a Sunday. And we got Drew McIntyre eliminating Brock Lesnar and going on to win the entire thing. What more could you want? You wanted a bit more Matt Riddle? Yeah, fair point. Because the bro was, certainly on the show, but he didn't actually achieve the sorts of highs you would expect from the NXT standout, which, as we all know, is really frickin' high, bruh. Because Riddle appeared later in the match, post-Lesnar, and was summarily eliminated with not really much of a showing. Now, according to reports, this could be because of a backstage altercation between Brock and Riddle that happened before the show kicked off. Pro Wrestling Sheet reported that the Beast and the original Bro had a verbal altercation at the venue as they passed each other backstage. Sources said that Brock wanted Matt to know the reality of the situation between them. Because you may know that Riddle has often spoken out about his desire to retire Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, but the two have never actually met in the ring or in real life. So the whole retiring Brock at WrestleMania seems like a bit of a far-fetched dream, maybe brought about by copious marijuana use, and I guess really just a bit of Twitter banter. But he was doing that Twitter banter yesterday, so it is likely fresh in Brock's mind before he goes into the show. Now, similarly, Riddle did this joking and sort of out-and-out criticism of Goldberg in the past on social media, and that ended up in a fracas with him backstage during SummerSlam. But a lot of reports about that at the time suggested WWE were potentially going to use the confrontation to build into a feud down the line, one that they could just kickstart at any time, I guess. And Riddle, for one, has adopted the spear and the jackhammer into his moveset on NXT, so he is primed for a Goldberg feud whenever you want to do one. But here, it seems like a different story, because were you to have both Brock and Riddle in a match together, it's really wasteful to not have them go head-to-head even for a moment, because it would pop the fans. And isn't that really the whole point of the Rumble? It's like, whoa, this guy's here, that's a pop. Oh, she fell out of the ring, but she didn't fall, she fell on a whole man, that's a pop. I mean, it's all designed to pop you, except I guess the bit in the women's where it's like, surprise, Charlotte's won again. So that begs the question, was putting Riddle on later in the match and not really giving him anything to do a punishment from WWE officials for getting into it with Brock backstage? Because Fightful Select reported that one of their sources said the real reason was that Lesnar was the wrong person to with, and that Brock communicated his issues to Riddle, and Riddle was spoken to by Brock, and he understood. So please get out of my face, you giant hammer man. So it does seem that the real reason the two came to a head because of all of Riddle's joking around on Twitter, building his own WrestleMania dream match like a one-man booking band, and Brock wasn't really happy with that because Brock takes himself very seriously, unless he's Mr. Money in the Bank, or in the ring with R-Truth. Or he just feels like it. I don't know. Good news is, though, that it's said that the conversation never got physical, though, to be fair, I guess if it did get physical, it might relieve some of the obvious sexual tension between the two. Don't tell either of them I said that, please. Also, it's a bit strange because it's all this heated verbal altercation nonsense, and I can't really imagine a world in which Riddle gets heated. The man is medically mellow, I guess? Not mellow in any way, shape or form is the response to one return during the Royal Rumble. Edge! He's back. Because it is absolutely lovely to have him back after 9 long years out due to injury. And back he reportedly is, because WrestleVotes on Twitter have said that Edge recently signed a new 3-year contract with WWE for significant money. Now, whether this is a full-time deal, full-time deal, or more of a Legends type thing with appearances at Mania and some of the other big shows, remains to be seen. But that Mania match is likely with AJ Styles, who had a showdown with a Rated R superstar in the Rumble before unfortunately seemingly getting injured and awkwardly eliminated. We're kind of going to have to wait to see whether they actually pull the trigger on that and how AJ is post-Rumble. Now, it also obviously depends on what kind of clearance Edge has had from doctors with regards to his previous neck injury and the kind of schedule they reckon that he he can sustain. But the good thing is, if the deal is real, it means that we're going to get plenty more Edge in the future, which is so much better than no Edge at all, which was what we were staring down the barrel of before the Rumble. But even if none of that even comes off, we can also just be happy that last night's Rumble was a perfect return to the ring for the Rated R superstar. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a like, and drop a comment down below to let us know what you thought of the Rumble. As ever, thank you to our lovely patrons, and if you want a full review of the Rumble and not just tidbits about Edge, Riddle, and Brock, click the video over there for more WrestleTalk stuff. I've been El Fakador, and that was Lucha.